Hi guys, it's James Silver in St. Petersburg, Florida. We are here for the second installment of seller tips in #Tips Tuesdays. Last time we were just talking about understanding the markets and different kind of markets and how that affects the supply and demand. This time we're going to be talking more specifically about establishing a price for your property. Now obviously as a seller, your main objective, or generally your main objective, is going to be to get the highest dollar figure you physically can for your property in the shortest amount of time and with the least amount of inconvenience, or the least inconvenience. Anyway, so basically to kind of go about getting that, you need to be quite accurate with how you price it. If you end up kind of reaching a little bit too high and thinking that your property could be worth maybe more than the general market would agree, what can happen is that your house is going to end up sitting on the market for too long, and when it sits on the market for too long, it gets a stigma attached with that. Other realtors, when they're showing properties, are going to use your house, your listing, as a tool to sell something else. For example, if you had two houses that were pretty much like for like, but one had been sat on the market at say 250,000 for one day and one had been sat on the market at 300,000 for 120 days, the agent's obviously going to say to the buyer, well, which one would you prefer? This one's clearly priced too high because it's been here for 120 days. However, this one seems to have a more reasonable price and is new on the market. Let's jump on that one ASAP. So it's important not to kind of stretch yourself too far, because you will only in turn have to go through a series of price reductions and actually sort of damage your net figure at the end of the day. The flip side of that is if you go too low, you're essentially losing out on money that you could have got from your house. So you want to be realistic, but you don't want to undersell it. As I said earlier in the video, the end goal and the aim of all of this is to get as much money as physically possible for your property. So by trying to hit it right in the middle, you're not going too high, you're not coming too low, and you just price it accurately where it should be, what will generally happen, especially right now in this hot sellers market that we're in, is that you're going to have a lot of pressure on the door of people wanting to come by and see it, and in turn those viewings would hopefully translate into multiple offers. It's not a guarantee that it will happen every time, but if you can get yourself in that right position, you increase your chances of being in that multiple offer scenario. And generally when you're in a multiple offer scenario, you basically end up getting a higher price than you may have done otherwise, because people start bidding each other up. It's kind of, at that point, it nearly becomes not about the money but winning. You all know how it can be on eBay. You don't want to be losing out on the bid. You want to try and get that highest bid in and win it. So you definitely want to try and get in that happy middle where you stand a higher chance of getting those multiple offers through the door. There's many more sort of pricing strategies that you can get into, and there's fluctuations depending on what your end goal is. Be happy to get into them more so at a later date, but we'll just kind of keep it there for now. But if you do have any questions about other strategies or anything, put them in the comments section below. I'd be happy to answer. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more content, #Tips Tuesdays. You know the drill now. Other social media, J Silver Realtor. Thanks very much for tuning in. It's James Silver, #BritInTheBerg, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks.